The big reveal, Tom Holmoe enters Studio B with his new costume. It's a Star Wars theme. It's perfect.
Yes, it's Yoda. Holy shnikes.
So good.
The tallest Yoda ever. Old man Yoda showing up here.
He is the Jedi Master Yoda. Tom, welcome to Studio B on a Star Wars themed Halloween.
It's been a long time since I've been here.
Yes, it has.
Can you hear out of the?
I can hear. My hearing is still good.
At 800 years plus old, the hearing is good. Wow. Incredible, incredible stuff.
Hey, I feel like we showed up today. Now,
Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda.
do you know Grogu? Are you friends with Grogu?
Yes, very well.
They're all connected. Tom, this is unbelievable. We always are like, man, what's he going to do this year? How is he going to outdo himself?
And I say we, but mostly you. Actually connected here in the same universe, which is pretty cool.
There was, by the way, zero
No
plans for
conversation.
this.
Yeah.
No conversation at all about this, about Star Wars. And it just
at
happened.
least you two.
This is
Just kidding.
this is karma. This is protect Yoda at all costs.
Yes, we hope he doesn't disappear suddenly during the interview. That's our one kind of hope here.
Possible?
Yeah.
We'll be careful. Don't say anything dumb because then we might be put in like some type of force stranglehold.
Yes, there will be. Careful. I'm rising out of my chair.
I'm sorry. Wow. How long were you in costume preparation today?
Couple hours with my dear friend Janine, who does all the makeup, and then we had to get the costume together with my sister-in-law Rhonda.
Wow. Janine Hollinshaus does this every year. She's clearly the best. And Rhonda, I mean, this is an elite costume.
Are we seeing the feet here as well, everybody?
It's fantastic.
Are we seeing the feet? We got 3 toes. We got 3 fingers. This is all super legit. Okay, how long ahead of time do you come up with what you're going to do? Do you know next year's already?
No, I really forgot. I mean, sometime in the summer now it's a little bigger than I thought it would ever get. So when people start asking me what I'm going to be in June and July, I figure, I better start thinking about what it's going to be. So I have a few ideas and I text a message always to Janine and go, can we do this one? And I give the name. And there's like it depends on how long the response is delayed. And she's never said no. There's been a few that we've passed on. And then I have to go to Rhonda Montgomery and see if she can pull it off. Like Rafiki, she had never really done fur costuming for an animal. And so that one was a little bit tougher. So this one was, hey, it's just fun.
Oh,
was this one you wanted to do for a few years? Because Yoda's like,
No,
this is a classic, amazing one.
I mean, I'm not a big Star Wars fan.
Okay.
I mean, I remember going to opening night like years ago. It was 77?
77,
yeah. And we had to wait in line for like 4 hours to get into the show. So by the time I got in there, I was half asleep anyway. And,
Was that in Provo or back home in California?
Back home in California, yeah. I was in high school.
Yeah.
And but I love all the characters. I love the morals, the great truths that Yoda speaks.
Yes.
And so it doesn't really have anything to do with current events going on at this point in time.
BYU Athletic Director Tom Holmoe, as Yoda, is with
Yoda.
us on BYU Sports Nation. Did you ever envision that this would become like such a national phenomenon? Because everybody picks up on this. Like Bleacher Report.
Darren Ravel is
Darren Ravel.
Yeah, he always
like,
posts about
it goes viral every year. So do you feel any pressure with this?
No, I mean, like I said it before, the student athletes here, when I didn't dress up originally, they started getting after me. And then I tried to do a little cheap one and like was Justin Bieber. I had like a t-shirt and a little wig and some little silly stuff. And they dogged me even further. So I said, okay, that's it. And then I hooked up with Janine and then a couple years later with Rhonda. And, you know, the rest is history.
Well, I think this plays into, whether you mean it or not, BYU athletics, which is, if we're going to do it, let's do it well. And now we have the report of the Big 12 TV contract. And, you know, we're waiting for the official announcement, but too much fire, smoke there not to be fire, right? What does that mean for BYU athletics? Like, what are you going to be able to do that you haven't been able to do?
Well, I think it goes back to like the beginning of the last football season when we were invited to be part of the Big 12. That's what it's all about. That's what we were fighting for. We knew that things, if they continued on and went as according to plan, things would be better for us. But there's been some ups and downs and in-betweens with conference expansion and shrinking and expanding and all the different things going on. And we weren't really sure where this was ever going to land. And it hasn't landed yet. Nothing's really quite official, but obviously with the news of the last day, you can see that things are very, very close. And I think what that does is it gives us opportunities. And that's what we've always been waiting for, is opportunities for our student athletes to play against the very best week in and week out. We've tried to play great competition, and we feel we have. Our assistant coaches and our head coaches have tried to put together great non-conference season schedules. The WCC has been very good at the top of all the sports. And here we are now getting an experience of what it's going to be to play tough teams week in and week out. And we've learned a lot in this year. We knew it was going to be a transition year in many regards. We didn't think it would take a left turn like it has, but all of this will be preparation for next year when we enter the Big 12.
I'm not sure if the great Yoda had foresight into the figures that were going to be put into this deal. We were just talking about expectations. Brett Yormark has done a fantastic job from what we can tell from our wide view here. And again, we're not in the nitty-gritty, but did the numbers and the figures that came out yesterday exceed your expectations?
Well, I think when you looked at what happened with the Big 12 last year when they lost a couple long-time standing members in Oklahoma and Texas, the country, sports enthusiasts everywhere thought it was the beginning of the end. And so I think when Bob Bowlesby went out and got the four of us, BYU, Cincinnati, UCF, and Houston, that was a big move. People weren't quite sure what that meant. And then when Brett Yormark came in and went to work right away immediately to try to put together and make everybody see that this is going to be something different. We'll see what different means, but obviously broadcast partners have thought that this difference is going to be something special. And we're all grateful for that.
Fantastic stuff.
We're getting some serious answers here as Yoda, and you're still moving the hands. Chris Ortega on Twitter, happy Tom Holmoe Day.
It is that. In BYU Sports Nation, it is Tom Holmoe Day on Halloween.
And thanks for including us as a part of the tradition.
Oh, for sure.
Coming in here.
It's one of the things that you said about being all in is when I came to BYU, it was interesting that a lot of the student athletes dress up. It's a spirited place. There's a lot of people on campus. I don't know how many campuses across the country. Look, we're stone cold sober, and we dress up on Halloween, and that's a good thing. And I love, what I do today is I go around to a lot of the teams, and it's fun, and it makes us happy. We find joy in our relationships, and it's going on to build. So it's not just about me. This is about putting our arms around Cougar Nation. It's a good day for Cougar Nation. So go Cougs.
Hey, not that you need my blaster or protection, but it's there for you if you'd like it, okay? And I'm ready to take the Millennium Falcon up to Boise and beat the odds, Tom.
I lost my lightsaber on the way over here, but I'll find it.
You lost it when you didn't sense that Palpatine was the Emperor, but that's a whole nother discussion. Thanks for coming in, Tom.
Do or do not.
There is no try.
There is no try.
I'm told not to